and they have to go after it. And we see the pairings, and we're going to follow Magnus in round 2.
All right, and let's see what kind of opening Magnus chooses now. And he's playing against the Wing Gambit. My brother was talking about this during the Christmas break while we were playing against each other. And I've played this many times, as Magnus is doing now. And I had a lot of trouble with the black pieces. I don't like playing against this at all.
Okay, so you know what white should be doing then. What was your brother playing? Is he taking that pawn?
I know that he was just getting a huge advantage in the beginning of the games, no matter what I was doing. And we played it so many times. But I guess Magnus knows what he's doing here.
So although this game started life as a Sicilian, the Wing Gambit is when a pawn is deflected away. So it's towards the wing, away from the center. And both sides did win pawns in the process. Magnus seems to know what's going on because he now has a slight advantage. It can be a bit scary, though, with bishops pointing towards this side of the board. And this can cause some trouble. But for now, Magnus is happy to kick those bishops away. And he's trying to trap one of them. That light square bishop doesn't have many safe squares on the diagonal. Maybe this is how to play against the Wing Gambit.
Yeah, this is a good tutorial. Let's hear what Magnus is saying.
Better use them. Now I got myself passed pawns already.
All right, so it's a Magnus who's very comfortable, very happy with the situation. Yeah, this is not the way I've been facing this opening. And look at him, he's like stretching. He couldn't be happier. I don't think I've ever seen Magnus have a better position in like the first 10 moves than this.
Especially with black. And I guess it's easy to be full of confidence when you've just won 2 world titles in less than a week. And I've learned something. I never faced the Wing Gambit in my career, but now if I do, I know how to react. And yeah, I mean, it's interesting how Magnus talks about the endgame already, or at least hints towards it. He said, I've got passed pawns. I can trade everything else off long term. These black pawns are going to win the game. One of them might become a new queen. And let's see if he's correct.
And he's playing another quite young player here, Shandrygin. And it's always like my goal when I've played Title Tuesday to play against one of the best. But to do that, I'll have to win very many games in the beginning, which is very tough. But it must be like such a treat because these two probably have never faced each other many times before. And to be like in the second round, you're playing against the world's best player, the 20 World Championship title holder. Must be very cool.
Exactly. Like, no matter the result, like Shandrygin will be telling his friends, he's like, I played Magnus this week. If he gets a draw, gets a win, then he'll be boasting about it even louder. He'll be shouting about it. Yeah, it's just a fantastic learning experience either way. Magnus squeezing the win already, Carsten thinks, in our chat. But yeah, it's hard to disagree with that. It's hard to disagree with the eval bar as well. The pawns are rolling. And sooner or later, they will start to strike. And White's knight is especially bad, I've got to say. That piece on the edge of the board is just terrible. Misplaced. That's not the type of wing you want. The Wing Gambit, no. Knight on the edge of the board. And here we go. Magnus is pushing for the win, but also pushing those pawns.
Oh, but there are some things to be calculated here, because now there is a threat to Magnus's queen. A pawn was just taken. A knight is currently under attack. And... But Magnus keeps his cool. I can just see, like, based on his body language, that he is not worried at all.
And nice to see his opponent streaming.
Yeah.
Everyone's at it these days, and pictures in the background of Tal on the right there. Not sure who that is on the left. Help me out, chat. In the old historic photo.
Could it be Steinitz? Okay, I don't have good enough vision for this.
I would have said Chigorin.
Okay.
Chigorin, but we need help. Yeah, my vision's not great either.
No.
But yeah, the one thing we can see is that the board is favoring black. Magnus wins back the pawn that he had sacrificed. Huge pressure, not just on the queen side, but also towards this pawn now. And there's X-ray vision, the rook, the bishop, staring at it. The knight is about to come in, capture a pawn in the center. And okay, he blocks with his knight, but Magnus now could potentially just get those queens off, head towards the endgame he hinted at. Without queens, the black pawns are just going to crown victory here. He's also got an extra minute and a half on the clock. Magnus looks fresh. He told me he had a haircut today.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's looking sharp, feeling sharp.
The Norwegian viewers of the Rapid and Blitz, everyone loves to comment on Magnus's hair, like every single round. It's like a tradition. It's become a Christmas tradition to talk about Magnus's hair. So yeah, let's see if this can bring him any good luck that he has gotten a haircut.
Yeah, I should ask him sometime. Like, I always get haircuts before tournaments because I want to look sharp, and I know there's cameras around. But Magnus, he seems to do it between tournaments as if he just doesn't care.
Yeah. That's true. And I can see here that Shandrygin, he has actually placed, he's gotten a 31st place in game week 5. So that's actually a very solid result given his rating and his title. So he's played a lot of times, but here he decides to give up now that Magnus was going to be able to make a checkmate soon.
Yeah, back rank issues here. Rook takes rook would have been met by a queen check, and Magnus would have won. Either way, he would have been left with an extra piece with a queen check next move, or by taking this rook. And there would have been some tactics, but extra knight come the end for Magnus. So time to resign. And very smooth game. Let's move on.